Hi Gemini, welcome to your October 2017 overview reading. The first thing that I would like to say before I forget is that I have a manifestation, it's like a partnership specific manifestation workshop that I have coming up at the end of September, beginning of October. And so make sure you stay tuned at the end for all the details on that, or just look in the description box. And this spread, because October is my favorite month and because I know that so many people have been doing work with their shadow selves, I've decided to do a spread called The Vampire's Kiss. And it's all about coping with the shadow self. So the information that's been coming through is super uplifting and empowering and has just been super clear and concise. So I hope that you enjoy this spread. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the Doreen Virtue messages from your angels. Let's see what's coming through. Isaiah, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Also, before I forget, this is good for you if you're Sun, Moon, or Rising Gemini. Okay, so this is like, it's safe to take action, is essentially what this is saying. Yeah, so it's like, the thing that's coming through is if you're making a move, if you have a creative project, all of those are being supported at this time. And we also have wisdom. Inner wisdom nurtures the skills necessary to see through all possibilities. So it is about you have all the information that you need in order to make decisions that are right for you. So let's see. This is what do you need to give yourself over to? Queen of Cups. So it looks like you're in a state where you're really stepping into your emotional self. And the giving over part is about what do you need to put more faith into? What do you need to rely on a little bit more? And so it looks like by taking more of a Queen of Cups approach, it's really helping you to do that. So just make sure that you are keeping all of this in mind and that you are, that you're just showing up and being compassionate for yourself and for others. It really is about being gentle. Just give yourself over to being gentle and giving the benefit of the doubt, both to yourself and to others. Now, this is what happens when you abandon rational thought. The star. So it looks like, it's really funny because the imagery that I get when this card comes up is kind of like, well, if I'm going to abandon rational thought, then I'm just going to like hold my breath and cross my fingers like, I hope it works, I hope it works, I hope it works, I hope it works. And so I don't know if that has served you in the past or not, but it's kind of like if you give things a little bit more forethought, because that's what this is about is, you know, give it a little bit more thought ahead of time, give it a little bit more structure, and then you won't be relying on chance quite as much, and you'll kind of help ground yourself and give yourself a little bit of stability. Okay, this is Who Wants to Kiss You, aka who is giving you love this month. So it's like you already know who this person is, no matter who they are. I'll clarify just to get a little bit more info, but it looks like this is the same person who was giving you love last month and the month before that. So if you're coupled, then it's like the partner who's been giving you love, or maybe a parent or a child or a friend or coworker. It's like the immediate hit that I get is you already know who this person is. Knight of Pentacles could easily be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn who, or a male. It could be that, but it's just like someone who is really able to embody the traits and characteristics of a Knight of Pentacles. So someone who is grounded, who has a little bit more structure, and is a responsible person. So that's That's who's coming through and showing you a lot of love and support this month. Okay, and now we have, how do you cope with the shadow self? Releasing grief pictures. So just understanding that when you are dealing with the shadow self, it's like, how do I explain this? It really makes you like second guess everything about yourself and within yourself. And so what it looks like here is that as long as you recognize, oh, this isn't actually the way that I feel or who I am, this is my shadow self, it will actually serve you really well moving forward. And so just make sure that you are, when you feel grief, when you feel sadness and pain, allow yourself to feel it and it will shift. Okay, so it's just kind of stepping in and giving yourself permission, again, to have compassion and to feel the intense emotions that you feel. Now we have what thrives in darkness. So this is what you need to let go of. Justice. Okay. Now I am also going to clarify this one just to make sure that I'm interpreting this right. King of Pentacles. Okay, this is interesting. This is really interesting. It could be a person, because we have to think about, okay, the King of Pentacles is someone who is like really taking care of business and taking care of themselves. So like if you have a partner, there's a Capricorn reference here as well. It's kind of like you are letting go of this person who no longer serves you. That's one interpretation. And it could also be the person who's showing you love is like, because we have grief sitting here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, who it might be time to let go of this specific person. Otherwise, it is kind of like letting go of, it's coming through so strong as a person, or like a situation that this person has put you in. So this absolutely looks external. It looks like someone who maybe is really judgmental as well. So if you feel like, ooh, this person is really making me feel icky about myself, let it go. Bye-bye. See you later. So that's the big thing that's coming through. I just can't see past this being a person. This doesn't look like a thought form that you're dealing with. This looks like a person or situation that this person is putting you in. And so as you release that, it's going to be like a weight has been lifted off your chest. What thrills you? Eight of Cups. So this is really interesting, but the thrill is in kind of like moving forward. So most of the time, I would say that this looks like a drama picture, but with this being the thrill, it's just like the thrill is in like turning your back, leaving the things behind and moving in a positive direction. So it looks like that in itself is a really thrilling experience where you're like, ooh, I'm ready to move on. I've outgrown this, been there, done that, and now I'm moving forward. And again, these experiences that you're moving forward from are giving you a lot of wisdom to work with. So just make sure you have compassion for yourself, that you are doing things that are in affinity with you, and you're trusting this entire process that you're going through. Now we have what increases immortality. This is like a health card. Death. This has come up for a lot of signs as well. There's something that you need to release. There's a habit that you just need to let die. Let it go. It's not serving you, whether it be, laying on the couch every day and not, getting up and moving, or maybe you have something that's really, really stressful that you need to let go of. This could also be a reference to grief. Like, as you release this grief that you're holding on to and that still is in your space, you're going to be able to better take care of yourself. And this might take a while. Okay, so now we have what lives forever, the sun. So it just looks like connection with other people, it's kind of like there's always hope. So in the same way that when you abandon rational thought, you cross your fingers a little bit, like, I hope this works out. In the same breath, there is always that possibility that things will work out better than you imagine. So that is always the blueprint of what's going on, is serving a purpose and you can't fully see it. So you do have to have hope that things are going to work out and end on a vibrant note. Okay, and the action you can take this month is the Hierophant. So really stepping into structure. It looks like, if you are interested in going back to school or taking a class or doing something to educate and support yourself, that's going to be a really strong position for you to lean into. This is all about, structure, organization, institutions that are healthy. That's what I'll say. Not unhealthy institutions, but just things that are really structured and in affinity with you, are really going to support you and bring you more connections this month. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm doing 3 mini spreads to give you more information about this month rather than doing a timeline the way I usually do. I'm pulling a card for growth period, environment, and your romantic relationships, whether you're coupled or not. So go ahead and focus on a card that's calling to you at this time. Or a set of cards. You can mix and match if you want. This is for you. So just do whatever feels right. Okay. So, spread number 1, we have throat chakra. I think I've had like 5 readings where this has come up. Okay, throat chakra is about communicating your needs. It is about expressing yourself and expressing what your desires are, both to people in earth bodies and to the astral or divine source. So it's about clarity of expression all around so that you are manifesting the very things that you want to cultivate. The environment that this is in is the Ace of Pentacles, so there's a new physical beginning that is surrounding your situation that is important for you to communicate what you're looking for in this new physical situation, whether it be a new job, a new home, a new relationship. It's all about using your throat to clearly express yourself, so that, there's no space for unmet expectations that you didn't communicate or a lack of clarity. It's all about using your throat to your advantage. And in your romantic relationships, we have 4 of Cups. Maybe there's an offer being made that you're not interested in taking at this time, or that there is something going on where you have a bigger plan in mind and there's a lot that has you preoccupied at this time. So you're going to need to communicate effectively with your partner. Look, this is what's going on. I really need to focus on this and make this happen. So, I'm still here, but it's about communicating and kind of reassuring to your partner, okay, this is taking up a lot of my energy right now. I love you. I'm still here. Just let me work through this. So it's all about communication, or kind of the recognition that you're not available to take any offers right now because you're preoccupied. Now, the second spread, we have feminine. So this is stepping into feminine thought form, feminine approach to whatever it is that you're doing. We have both feminine and masculine within all of us, and this is about taking more of a feminine approach, a yin approach. And it is about understanding receptivity within yourself. Okay, and the environment that you're in is the Hanged Man. So there's something that you are continuing that you are continuing to do. It looks like there isn't a great level of transformation within your environment the way that this spread has. It looks like it's same old business as usual in your environment, but you're really having to step into the feminine at this time. And in your relationships, we have Ace of Wands. So this looks like you're enjoying yourself, having a good time. If there's a sexual relationship that you're involved in, it just looks like there's a lot of enjoyment, clarity, and just fun. It just looks really, really fun and enjoyable, really laid back. It doesn't look like anything super serious. And perhaps this is also you're clarifying, ooh, yes, I would like to have an experience that is like the Ace of Wands, like you're ready for that and you're calling that in. Okay, and so, or it's like if you're coupled, then it's just deepening connection. That's really how I see aces when they pop up for people who are coupled. It's just like, ooh, yes, you're continuing that that connection and clarity. And spread number 3, we have storytelling. So this is sharing your experiences with others, helping people to understand where you're coming from, communicating this is what I have to offer you in friendship and in partnership. And it's really about the wisdom that you've gained from these stories and how are you using your stories to push you closer to your goals and to better your life, opposed to making your existence more challenging and frustrating. In your environment, we have 10 of Swords. So there's a deep release, a profound sense of letting go that needs to be done in your environment. And I'm getting a strong impression that you already know what this is. You are already clear on, oh, I know exactly what she's talking about. That's that thing that I know I've needed to let go of, and I just have been slacking off on actually pulling the trigger on letting that relationship go, letting that job go, letting whatever it is go, letting that grief go. And so now it looks like you're in an environment, in a state where you really understand what release needs to take place in order for you to really make a better life for yourself in physical form and in this lifetime for yourself. Okay, and in your romantic relationships, oh my God, 10 of Swords again, holy smokes. Now this makes me think that this is a relationship. And there's a story around what exactly is that relationship doing for you? Because I work with so many people who stay in relationships that are toxic and unhealthy, that they know they need to let go of, but the story is so powerful that it keeps them staying in the relationship no matter how much pain and suffering is going on around them. And so this is your call to action, that it's time to release, because this is now coming to a head. Your story that you're telling yourself is not paying off anymore, and it's really about you have to let go. You really, really do. There's a deep release that needs to happen, or you're going to continue to just really draw out the pain and agony. And it looks like it's very much around a picture of suffering, or a feeling of not being worthy, please, 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 if you're in this position, if this is really resonating with you, please listen to my manifestation workshop, because it could actually really help with this, in terms of releasing and belief systems and how we talk to ourselves about relationship and partnership and romance and love and worthiness and forgiveness. So anyway, my heart is with you if you're going through this experience, if you're experiencing this deep release. And so that's all I have for the read. I hope you've enjoyed this spread. I have really enjoyed doing these readings. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. I am always sending out like information on what I have coming up next. You'll be the first to have the opportunity to sign up for workshops and classes. And then also you can get exclusive readings, which I do from time to time. And only the people who are signed up for my newsletter receive those readings, as well as your solar year reading around the time of your birthday. So make sure that you are signing up for that if you'd like more content from me. And if you're looking to sign up for my manifestation workshop, and it's partnership specific, the first day is around like releasing belief systems, letting go of all of the things that are preventing you from attracting partnership and love and healthy relationships. And then the second day is crafting your vision, manifestation, using language to your advantage. We go through all sorts of exciting stuff like, I'm going to send everybody a little ritual that they can do in between the first and second class. It's just one weekend. It's on September 30th and October 1st. But all of the details of what you get, what's included, I have the link to the page where you can check it out. I only have 20 spots open, so if you're interested, make sure you jump on it now. And yeah, I think that is everything. As usual, if you're looking to work with me one-on-one, if you feel that I'm the right practitioner for you to work with, make sure that you book a session with me. It's in the description below. And single question readings I still have going, so make sure you check those out as well. And I so appreciate all of you. I will see you next time. Have a great October, everybody.